Hey everyone, it's Richard Solomon, and quick good morning, good evening, good night, depending on when you're viewing this and where you're viewing this. I want to say a quick shout out to my friends in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and if you don't know where that is, grab a map. Well, we don't do maps anymore, we do Google Maps. Well, go to Google Maps, put it in, and you'll find where it is. All right, so my friends in the Turks and Caicos, hey to you all. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video about uh, obstacles and discouragement. But before I do that, let me say, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, be sure to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button and also click the notification or ring the notification bell so you will be updated on new content as I post. Right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about obstacles and things that stand in our way that as entrepreneurs. Part of the millionaire mindset, and I said this in maybe another audio or video before, is that you have to be prepared to walk alone. But another part of that is that there are some particular obstacles and challenges that will stand in your way. Now, I'll tell you, this is not theory, this is not conjecture, this is not a conspiracy theory, this is real. So let me tell you what the main categories of obstacles are. One, other people. And I'll probably do a much longer video on that. Let me not say longer, but a much more in-depth video on that. Other people who are trying really just to keep us safe sometimes. Another category of obstacles is self and self-doubt. Why me? Why do I think I can do this? Can I really do this? And another category is systemic obstacles. I want to talk about the last one, systemic obstacles, because I think a lot of people, especially if you follow sort of motivational speakers and self-help, self-development people, read books along that line, you look at videos along that line, you'd probably be more aware of the self challenges and obstacles, and also the other people challenges and obstacles. And as I said, I'll probably do another video on that, on each of those a little bit later on. But the one that many of you might not be aware of, especially if you have been employed, you've been in a job for a very long time. Hey, I'm just fixing my collar. I'm just about to head to the office, and it's early morning, not that early, 7:39 on my clock. And I'll do another video on this. I remembered how I moved my office 5 minutes from my house. We'll talk about that. All right, so anyway, back to the challenges. So many of you probably will not be aware of what I deem systemic challenges. Let me explain what I mean. Most systems that support us, for example, your banking systems, are not designed or well designed for entrepreneurs. Let me explain that. If you work for an organization and you've got an established career, that organization has been around for a long time, it's a large organization, then what you will find is that the banking systems are well designed for large organizations and people who work for them. So it's sort of the top of the economic strata, as it were, and those who are sort of I don't want to say at the bottom of the strata, but from an earning perspective, maybe in the middle or in the lower part of the economic strata. If you are an entrepreneur, more than likely, and let me say this, if you are a small business person, a freelancer, and you're doing a good job and you've been doing it for a while, you are more than likely, and in my experience, certainly going to be earning a whole lot more than someone who is an employee in an organization. As a matter of fact, as your organization grows, as I've experienced, we pay people a lot more than many organizations do, large organizations. However, banking systems, as an example, do not look favorably upon you as an entrepreneur. There are infinitely more questions. There is this expectation that you will fail. Now, in all fairness to my banking friends, because I have clients that are banks and other financial institutions, we know the statistic. It is maybe about 70 or 80%, or maybe more depending on where you look, of small businesses that fail within the first couple of years. So we know there is a high risk. But even when you are established, even when you've been doing this for years, even when they look at your assets and it is beyond question that you must be doing something right, even when they invite you for their special offers, even when they say, why not come get a signature card because you manage your credit card so well, and we all know you've got to have income to do that, and on and on and on, they still question you, and they still have this doubt that you are legitimate. And that is because it's not the norm. So one of the areas of discouragement and obstacles and challenges you have to face, and I'm sure beyond the shadow of a doubt, you will face as an entrepreneur, as a freelancer, as a new consultant coming in, would be systemic obstacles where it is almost as if the system is designed to stand in your way, designed to make it hard. Now, I already said, I've got lots of friends in banking and I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to reduce risk. I get that. But to you as an entrepreneur, that's going to be pretty frustrating. So that's an example. Another example of that is, and this one will vary depending on where you live, but depending on your business structure, and I'm talking about the legal form of business structure, where you set up the business in a particular way. Maybe it's a partnership, or it's a sole trader, or it's a limited liability company, or an LLC, or whatever it is it's called in your jurisdiction. Some government systems that you have to go to get these things done can be super slow and super frustrating. Now, of course, you can hire an attorney, you can hire maybe an accountant or someone like that who will take care of it for you. Now, I find real value in knowing how to do it yourself, one, but also when you're just getting started, you don't want to have to spend that money on extra things that you can do yourself. And on the surface, it looks like, let's just fill these forms out. But it is super frustrating. It can be super challenging when you have to deal with all of these bureaucratic systems that go pretty slowly. Here's how I look at it. These are just hoops that you have to jump through to get to where you have to go. This is a means to an end. And that's the millionaire mindset. When you meet challenges, whether they're systemic, whether they're coming from others, or even internally, these are just obstacles and walls and fences that you have to go through to get to the destination that you want to get to. Someone used to say many years ago, when the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. Don't allow yourself to be stopped, to be shortchanged, to be minimized, to be so frustrated that you get off your track by systemic obstacles and challenges. Have your head on, be focused, stay on the track. Yes, it might take a few times to get over that wall. Yes, you're going to have to work on that. And that is resilience. We're going to talk about that in another video. But certainly stay focused. This is Richard Solomon with another Millionaire Mindset. See you soon.